And that's how my hubby knew that he had to replace the closing wheel, because my hubby has 190 acres of his sugar beets done. This morning with this bad boy, we had to go to the farm and get a new one. We have to start now, not wasting the ground. As always, thanks for watching. God bless. Hi, it's Angie with The Farmer's Wife, where we feed those who feed America. Today it is early May. It's Mother's Day weekend. It's a beautiful weekend here in Michigan. And as I mentioned before in my earlier video, if you haven't seen it, I'll post the link down below. But we are a little bit behind on planting this year in the 2022 season. We had some heavy rains in April, which really delayed planting because our fields were just too wet. So it's early May. My hubby has 190 acres of his sugar beets done, and today is the first day of planting corn. So I kind of want to go over the process of planting, and in about 2 weeks our little seedlings will start showing through the ground. So I'll do another video then. But hubby has about 87 acres in of corn that he started this morning, and we got a lot yet to do. My job today was to run around and play taxi. I had to take my father-in-law to different fields. Another thing that you need to learn is the names of all the fields and where they're located. That can be a little bit tricky. I almost had to drop my father-in-law off at the wrong field and pick him up at a different one. So here my hubby is working diligently right now. We had a breakdown today, the first of today, where I had to play taxi and take him back to the farm to pick up a spare part. So this is a new field that we started for our corn. This is the planter. The planter is collapsed right now because we just brought it over. He's bringing it down. So here comes the rows. So this is the 24-row planter. We have it set up for 30-inch spacing. The two reserves that are up at the top, one is for fertilizer and the other is for the seeds, that evenly distribute them in each of the seed planters or the seed bins. Let me see if he'll take a minute so I can explain a little bit more. All right, so here we have one of the sides of planters. Right there in the bin, as you see, that's where all the seeds are. All these tubes, you see these tubes, all are connected and they go all the way up to the seed bin. But they evenly distribute with this tubing. This right here, let me see if I can get a good picture. This right here is the row clear. This clears away all debris that he'd have, like rocks, clumps of dirt, grass, anything like that. It clears the way for where the seed's going to be planted. Then we have the seed trencher right here. So this makes a trench, and there's a vacuum seal inside here where it drops seeds every 6 inches. And this makes a trench. Here we have the packing wheels. And so these packing wheels hold it firm so that the trench doesn't collapse in on itself. And then the closing wheels back here are what compact the seeds so it's nice and tight. We had a problem this morning with this bad boy. We had to go to the farm and get a new one. this one just quit spinning. So as my hubby's planting, he has to constantly monitor all this wheels, make sure that they're spinning, they're working properly. He does on his tractor have equipment that will tell him what he if one isn't working, and they'll send signals and stuff. But that is that. This is a field that we have to start now. We already have 87 acres in of corn, so I'm gonna go tell him bye and then go get my kiddos. Change of plans. Hubby convinced me to go for a little tractor ride before I went and got the kiddos. So as a farmer's wife during planting season, you gotta spend time with your hubby anytime that we can. So anyways, we're just getting started on this field, and I have to make a correction. I called the seed trencher. It's actually a seed disc. Didn't know that. Okay. So here we are planting corn. I want to give you a little insight into the tractor, and this is where farmers not only have to have a background on how to grow things, but also, oh, look at all that IT stuff. So he has a couple different monitors set up right now. Let me see if I can get a good view on that one. The one closest to the window is a 2020 precision planter that ensures all the seeds are going in, all the fertilizer, the right amount of fertilizer is going on. The one furthest away looks like an iPad, is in fact an iPad that's set up to do a whole bunch of things: population, spacing, singulation, downforce, recording everything that he's doing today. And then we have on that bottom one that is a GPS monitor. Right now it's just set up just to control steering. So a whole bunch of bells and whistles. You not only have to know how to drive a tractor and how to grow things, but you have to now deal with all these computer techs. You gotta keep up with the times, make your crops more profitable, and we do that with technology. So every season we kind of add something new, we learn something new, collab on a lot of things, what worked for you, what's not working for you. Watch a lot of YouTube videos on what other farmers are doing. Oh, there you go. Oh, I did learn something else too. Currently, our monitors are not set up to monitor the closing wheel. So what we have to do is just kind of look at the rows, make sure they're nice V rows. After we plant, kind of look at our rows that we made and make sure they're nice V rows. If they're not, if they appear flat, that probably means our closing wheel isn't working, and that's how my hubby knew that he had to replace the closing wheel because the bearing went out. So I'm still on my tractor ride, but I noticed something and I wanted to make a video about it. So behind me you can see some grass. We did actually till this. However, this part that has grass is more of a sandy soil, so my husband did not till that. So it's a light fluffy soil, and if we till that part, it actually increases erosion rates, so, and the chances of the seed not getting deep enough. So not only does he look at each farm field, but he also has to look at the quality of the soil, different parts of the field too. So maybe I can, yep, see there's a direct line of where that soil turns to a more sandy soil. So he does not till that part, he tills the part that is darker brown. So it's not just putting a seed in the soil. And I want to point out something. This is a marker. So this is a little arm that comes out outside the planter, and it marks where the tractor should be at midline when he goes for another row. Now that's what they used before GPS, and they still use it now if they have a shorter field, a narrow space that they're doing, because it's not time saving to use the GPS, but it's time saving to use that marker. So we actually just used that marker, and unfortunately I didn't get a video of it, but where he extended the arm straight out, made a mark in the field so that when he comes around again, he'll know where to line the middle of his tractor up so that he can have an evenly distributed planting rows and not waste any ground. So that's cool. Well, right now, we're on a long row, so we're using the GPS right now. So I can't show you, and I probably won't be in the tractor the next time he goes around to use that. But if you're interested, maybe I can get my hubby to take a video of it, or we'll see. So I just got dropped off so that I can maybe use Mother Nature and walk back to my vehicle. But I wanted to point out something. This is the sand. It's kind of like that half sand, half soil texture. This is what he wouldn't necessarily till. There he is. The more I learn about farming, the more amazed I am about all the different aspects and things you have to consider. All the different hats that a farmer has to wear. IT, soil, precision, finance. Oh my gosh, the finance. You have to get the bang for your buck on everything. Beautiful day. If you watched it the whole way through, please leave a comment below. Tell me hi, where you're from, what content you want to see. If you have any questions, I'll ask my hubby. He can answer them. But thank you very much. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications every time we make a new posting about our little seedlings in the 2022 season. As always, thanks for watching. God bless.